through listening, we're not only trying to hear what the person's saying, we're trying to feel and really see what the person's saying. A lot of times the words might be saying yes, but the head's going no. Little Billy, did you steal those cookies from the cookie jar? No. Well, he's shaking his head yes. So really it's about picking up on both the physicality and how someone's saying something. So I'm gonna have us hop into a handful of exercises that practice those things. But one exercise that I want, just so we all are introduced to each other, because I see a bunch of new faces and some old faces in here, is an exercise that I like to call name alliteration. The way this exercise works is it, personally for me, helps memory and remembering people's names. By giving a name an alliteration, and I like to throw a physicality in as well, it just jogs your memory 3 times in a row. So an example of this, my name is Barry. An alliterate word to my name would be a name that starts with B. So I like to say basketball Barry, or bongos Barry, or bird Barry. And adding this physicality, a word that's an alliteration of my name and my name as well. Okay, say you forget my name's Barry. Oh, but it's bongos Barry. You remember bongos, you might have that physicality. Your brain has 3 different places where it can connect the dots to what my name is or another person's name is, and sort of enhances the listening by doubling down on it. So are there any questions before I have us start with this exercise? It's just a name alliteration. So your first name and a word that starts with the same letter either before or after your name. Any questions? Perfect. So I'm just gonna go around the circle of people I see whose cameras are up, and I'm gonna start with Karen. So Karen.
Crazy Karen.
I love it. And then after each person does theirs, everyone else in the chat or in the video, I want to repeat. So Karen, if you wouldn't mind doing yours one more time, and we will all repeat.
Crazy Karen.
Crazy Karen.
Crazy Karen.
Karen.
Perfect. Morton, I'm passing over to you. Moody Morty. Moody Morty.
Morty.
Angela, you're next.
Angela.
Oh, I like that one. Angel
Angela.
Susie, I'm passing to you next.
Sweet Susie.
Sweet Susie.
Sweet Susie.
Next, I am passing to Anne. Anne.
Awesome Anne.
Oh, I love it. Awesome,
Awesome Anne.
All right, Siddharth, I'm passing to you.
Superb Siddharth.
Oh, I love it. Super, Siddharth.
Siddharth.
All right, Shannon, you are next.
Sweet Shannon.
Oh, I love it.
Shannon.
Sweet Shannon.
Shannon.
Catherine.
Catherine Kangaroo.
Oh, I love it.
Catherine Kangaroo.
And then Maura and Michael, I just saw you guys join. So if you'd like to be involved in this exercise, it's just your name with a word and a physicality that's an alliteration of it. So just to re-explain mine, bongos Barry, sweet Susie. So Maura, I'm passing to you.
Yeah. So my name is Maura Merkel, and it's like miracle. Maura Miracle, Miracle.
Oh, I love it. So Maura Miracle.
Yeah, Maura Miracle. Or Miracle. That's. But I can't think of anything physicality or get the. Oh, there's the video. I can't think of anything like that.
I almost feel like the camera shake. my work
well,
is the
try to
thing.
get it. Yeah.
I like a miracle, Miracle. And then Michael, I think you're muted, but passing it to you, Michael.
What do I have to do again?
Just your name with an alliterative word. So magical Michael, any M word that goes with your name and a physicality for it. We're putting you on the spot.
Mary Michael.
I'm not Michael Happy. I don't know.
Michael McHappy.
Yeah, yeah.
So Michael McHappy.
Michael McHappy.
Yeah, I like that. It's funny. So with this, the physicality does help, as I was explaining. And to sort of add the next layer of this game, we are virtual. It is a little difficult to remember everyone's, but does anyone, just by a show of their hand, remember anyone else's? Just one person. Does anyone remember anyone else's? Oh, perfect. Awesome. Siddharth, who do you remember?
Moody Morty.
Angela, who do you remember?
Awesome Ann.
Yeah.
Perfect. Catherine, I saw you raise your hand as well.
Sweet Susie.
And Susie, I saw you raise your hand as well.
Crazy Karen. Love that.
Awesome. I love it. So we have a good amount of memory going on. Now we're going to add the game element to this exercise. The game element is that you will say yours. So for example, I might do Bongos Barry, and then I'm going to pass it to someone by saying theirs. So I would say, I believe it was Super Siddharth. So I would do mine, say Siddharth's, and do his. Then Siddharth, you would do yours and pass it to the next person. And then that person will do theirs and pass it to the next person. Before we start with this, any questions? Perfect. And if you forget someone's, feel free to ask. Improv is great in the sense that if we make mistakes, we laugh at them. Mistakes are where you find the funny moments in improv. Without mistakes, it's just a normal day happening. Once the mistakes happen, that's where we can find some humor. So Siddharth, you seem ready to go with mine, so I'm going to pass it to you. So Bongos Barry, Super Siddharth.
Super Siddharth, Catherine Kangaroo.
Awesome Ann.
Awesome and Crazy Karen.
Crazy Karen McHappy Michael.
McHappy Michael. I wasn't here for everyone's name, so I don't know.
Pick someone and they can show you theirs again. That's a great way to keep it rolling.
Morin.
Moody Morty.
Moody Morty.
All right, Morty, pass it on.
Sweet Susan.
Sweet Susie. Angelic Angela.
Angel Angela Bongo Barry.
Bongo Barry, Crazy Karen.
Crazy Karen. Awesome Ann.
Awesome and Catherine Kangaroo.
Catherine Kangaroo. Miracle Merkel.
And Miracle Merkel, Sweet Shannon.
Wow.
Sweet Shannon. Oh my gosh. Crazy Berry?
You're close. You're close. Bongos Barry.
Bongos Berry, sorry.
I love it. And I think that was everyone. So now I get to ask the final challenge. The final challenge is, does anyone think that they can do everyone's?
Wow.
Would anyone like to try? All right, I'm gonna pass it to Siddharth and go through them.
Okay. So Bongo Barry, Crazy Karen, Sweet Susie, Moody Martin, Angel Angela, Awesome Ann, Catherine Kangaroo, Michael McHappy, and Miracle.
Yeah, nice. That deserves a round of applause. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. So with that, I'll ask if there's any questions, comments, or thoughts. But with that, that's really just to reinforce memory and make the listening more than someone's name. It's just adding a couple things, sort of like, I don't know if when you were all kids, you learned the states and capitals with a song. But I feel like the best way to remember is put some rhyme or reason behind what we're learning. So any thoughts, comments, or questions before we move forward?
It was
I
fun.
think that's, I think it's great because I think a lot of us, for me, have a harder time remembering names, and I love the little, nickname with it. It really made it surprisingly much easier to remember. Otherwise, no one would ever be able to go around the table and remember everybody's name, Anyway, that's all.
Great, awesome. Any other thoughts or comments before we continue? Susie.
Barry, that really worked. Wow.
Thank you.
What I found fascinating is I thought of 3 words before Susie, and I thought pick one. And I'm actually 5 feet tall, guys, and so I first thought of short Susie. And I said, no, that doesn't define me. And then I thought of a very dear friend of mine calls me Superstar Susie, and I thought that's too much. And then I did the Goldilocks thing with Sweet Susie. So I just sharing the experience. That's all. But it really does helps.
Yeah, that's why I never come in and say I'm boozy, Barry. If I'm bongos are relaxing, bass guitar's pretty good, basketball works. If I go regional, I could be Brooklyn Barry, but now I'm in Jupiter, Florida. But awesome.
Barry. Barry, you can be Bronx Barry.
So were there any other questions or comments? Perfect, awesome. So I'm gonna keep us moving forward.